Hi friends, welcome back. I am ready to do my very first update for my Project 20-ish pan. So let's go ahead and crack into it. I have to say that this is harder than I maybe anticipated, probably because I am so sort of anxious to make more progress and I'm constantly thinking about it. I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of like a diehard when it comes to using up products, but here is the progress that I have made. So the very first one I have is my shower gel from the Body Shop. I have made pretty significant progress. I started here and now I'm down to here. I have to say this is a delicious scent. It is just like raspberry jam. I am very much enjoying it. So I'm really pleased with my progress, and I would imagine within the next 2 weeks I'll probably end up using this all up, which is fabulous because like I said, I need to make serious progress on my shower gels and body lotions in particular. Next up, I have my bath bomb. I have made no progress. I have not taken a bath. I need to do that because at this point, if I don't conscientiously think just take a bath, I probably won't. And I have a number of bath products that I would like to use before they expire because that would just be a silly waste of money. I have my Keratin Smooth. This is my flat iron spray. I have made some lines to show you my progress. I'm actually surprised by how much progress I've made because really, while I spray my hair every single day, I feel like I don't use that much spray. So I am pleased to see this line moving further and further down. So that's a good sign for me personally. I have used completely both of these makeup wipes and I have moved into another package of 30. So I'm pumped about that because I really do need to use up my makeup removing products because they are time sensitive and I have probably 5 or 6 different varieties of makeup remover. So I'm glad that those are done. I have my clinical strength deodorant. It's actually really hard to track my progress on this. My line started here, but when I look at the product, it's about up to here, which doesn't look like a significant progress, but essentially I'm almost into just the lid part of this. I'm actually really nervous about this because the other day, we're gonna do a TMI moment here. The other day I smelled body odor and I went to smell my armpit and I noticed that it was me who was smelly. And I don't know about you guys, but I have these abilities to become, what's it called? My body adapts to certain products. Like that's why I constantly have to change my acne wash because my skin will basically like build up a defense against it and it will stop being a productive and effective product. The same thing happens with deodorant. It happened, I used to use the Dove deodorant. It was my fave. I actually like went to Sam's Club and bought like a 4-pack of it, and then after I finished the first stick, I noticed my body had adapted to it and I no longer was, like my body odor like morphed itself into being better than that deodorant, which is why I started using the Clinical Secret Strength. So I'm praying that isn't the case. I switched deodorants to like just avoid it, but on the weekend I've been trying to play around to see if this is in fact something that my body is used to, because if so, I'm gonna be super upset since I have like probably 2 more of these in my closet. And this stuff isn't cheap. It's like $10 a stick. So I don't know, we'll see, but it's so frustrating that my body adapts like that. If you guys are like that, let me know down below. I wanna know that I'm not just like some weird mutant whose body like can like defend itself against products. I have this soap. This is the Caldrea soap. I used all of this. I was actually really surprised how quickly I used it. I thought it would take me longer than that. I thought I had more in there. I don't really know. I've also used up the 1000 Wishes by Bath & Body Works. Again, I'm really pleased about this, mostly because I have tons of lotions to use and things to use up in that ridiculous closet. I have this is a sample I was working on. It's down to the little bitty parts here. The one thing I don't really like about First Aid Beauty's packaging is for whatever reason, the product doesn't naturally, for me, it doesn't naturally collect at the very bottom unless I squeeze it like this. It like sticks to the sides. I like feel like it's almost empty, and then I do this little squeezy tube and I realize I have a ton more product in there. I think it's a real flaw of their packaging or just the way the product works, but I'm down to this little nub. I feel like by the end of the week, I will probably be done with this and I'll be moving on. Another product that I used up was the Beauty Cleanser. This stuff is nice. I don't really have a problem with it. I personally don't think it's worth the high price tag. I do have one more of these because of that error that I mentioned where Birchbox sent me 2 of them. But I have to say, after this, I'll probably just use liquid dish soap. I just don't think it's anything above liquid dish soap. It doesn't even turn my beauty blender back to that pink color. I still have like patches of foundation, but I know it's clean, so I don't think this is like a end-all be-all kind of cleaner. I have this Babyface. I used it pretty heavily the first week of this little project, but I have since kind of put it to the side since I was using up other samples that I wanted to get rid of because it was getting a little overwhelming in my drawer. I have my Amica Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I don't really know what progress I've made. I think I've used it maybe a couple of times since starting my Project Pan series. I feel like it's going to take me an obscenely long time to get through this because I just don't use dry shampoo that much. I have my Chela liner. What I did with this, which I don't think this is really the smartest thing, but I held the cap up to it and I drew a line to see like how much I had left, and I've only sharpened it maybe a few times because this part is so big and thick that it takes a lot of uses for me to actually like make a dent where I've sharpened it. So I feel like this is one of those products that I'll end up just using really quickly the more I sharpen it, but I don't find myself sharpening it very much. That didn't really make sense. But I've made some progress on this, and I really do like this product. Now we come to this. Ugh, I do not like this product. There are some perks about this. It is probably the blackest, mattest liner I've ever used, but I just really don't like, I think it's the applicator, because first off, look at how it like collects like that. So then I have to scrape it like this, and it doesn't really scrape off, which is kind of annoying. And then because I have excess product, it will end up hitting part of my lashes, which makes it a pain to put mascara on. And then taking this off at night is brutal, because literally everything with my makeup remover will take everything on my eye off except for this. And I have to basically like scrub it off, which a perk of that is that it really is long lasting. It really is waterproof, but it's just annoying. I really don't like this. I'm gonna keep working on it just because I wanna use it, but it is just brutal compared to my felt tip liners, and I'm just gonna be very happy when this puppy is gone. All right, now let's talk samples. Some of the samples I forgot they were in this video, so I already put them into an empties, but here are the ones that I do still have. The first is the Beauty Protector Protect in Oil. This stuff, I've used it all up. The stuff at the bottom, it looks like I still have some in there, but when I try to get it out, I just can't, so I've given up on it. It's a really nice hair oil. I definitely think it competes really well with the macadamia hair oil. I also used up my agave oil treatment. Again, this stuff is really nice. The smell is really pleasant on these, but I just don't need oils. I have a lot of oils. I'm all set. I used up both of my Daisy perfume samples. I do like this fragrance, but I don't find it super long lasting on my skin. And for the relatively high price tag, it better last all day if I'm gonna purchase it. I use the Versace Bright Crystal. This stuff smells really, really nice. It's super fragrant, which is right up my alley, and it's really long lasting, but it's pricey, so I won't be buying it. And now I'm down to these last 2 perfume samples, which is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana Black and the Chloe. Both I have made progress in because I'm not loyal to using one exclusively. So like whatever strikes my mood in the morning is what I pick up and put on. They'll probably be gone within the next 2 weeks. And the very last product that I have to update you guys on is my Too Faced Naked Eye palette. You probably can't really tell, but I have made a little bit of a dent in the buff, and then I've made a little bit of a dent in Pillow Talk. The palette for me is really hard, which I think one of the reasons why I've never tried to pan a palette before, or I've never really been able to, is that I get really bored really fast with eyeshadow. Like, I like to have tons of options. I don't know why. I just have never really favored a palette like exclusively, or I really, really wanted it, besides this one when I first got it. So I would say for the first week, I was using the top row of this exclusively, but I got bored with it because it's essentially the same eye look, not a lot of variety. And then I have tried using other palettes with this or other shadows with this to give it more variety, but it is definitely tricky. This will not be an easy thing for me to do, but I'm still gonna work on it. I just really wanna make some good progress. I would at least like to pan half of these before I just fully pitch it. It'd be really hard for me come 2016 if I haven't made a lot of progress on this for me to throw it away, but I know that it is just time. So if you guys have any advice for how to maybe help me work on this or use this, let me know in the comments below, because I definitely don't think it's going to be an easy thing for me to do after now 2 weeks of using it. All right, guys, that's my first update. I definitely am enjoying doing this. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, so I do commend those of you who have done tons of project pans before, but I'm feeling pretty good about it, and I'm just hoping that within maybe 2 months' time, I'll be seeing more progress. I'll be seeing more things kind of emptying out of my closet. And that's it for me, guys. I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.